Hello everybody, welcome, there we go, to another episode of DOScider, where we are ranking DOS games. Lovely to have you all here. I see a few of our monthly requesters are in the chat. For those of you that don't know, what we're doing is we're ranking up every single DOS game in existence, which is certainly not a task that will be impossible to finish. Certainly not. But we do have our top 100 after last time. We are now down to 101. We have the Slayer of All Dogs Go to Heaven at long last. No longer a top 100 DOS game. We have Doom, Maniac Mansion, Star Wars Dark Forces, new entry in the top 5, Command & Conquer, and Warcraft 2. Command & Conquer, the dubious honor of being one of the games to kill all dogs go to heaven, and also to finally knock out Capture the Flag out of the top 5. One of the greatest DOS games of all time. I tell ya, I have to say it every time. Gotta tell ya. Very good. And then of course our bottom 5. All Dogs Go to Heaven, the Jetsons, and the Flintstones from the same company, High Tech Expressions, and Scunny Lost in Space, and International Ninja Rabbits. We'll see where we get some new entries this time. We got a new top 5 recently, obviously. Episode 22, just our last one. We have not gotten a new bottom 5 in a long time. A dozen episodes almost. Well, maybe. We'll see about today. With that in mind, let's start out with a requested game from one of the people that I saw here in chat today. Let's take that down for a moment. I'll let you all peruse the list that I have here. I really need to actually set up a website with the full list so that everybody can just kind of scroll through it. I will put it on... I'll definitely put it into the Discord, so if you want to stop on the Discord, you do not have to be a sub or a patron to do that. But if you are a sub or a patron, you can go into the Discord, and there is a sub club channel specifically for you, where you can do requests for different roguelikes. I buy a new roguelike every month, and you can vote on that. And we also have requests for this, so you can request games that I have to do. Let me just remember where we're at. Alright. We're going to start with a game request today from Ghidorah. A Sierra classic, an arcade game that is quite legendary. The little Sierra gremlin. This is a reimagining of it. It is Loderunner. The Legend Returns. Because I believe that this is the only one that actually made it to DOS, was the idea. So we gotta take a look at that. I have never played a Loderunner. What is the worst one played so far? For DOS games? All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's not close. Well, no, actually it's pretty close. The Jetsons and stuff are pretty bad. Cool thing about this one is you can actually do a map builder. So you can just like sit here and build your own arcade levels and everything, which is kind of rad. Well, like a whole lot of options actually. You know, and put in a treasure or something. Is there a way to do that? Where's the treasures? Oh, here we go. Oh, neat. Sick. Aha. I'm gonna do all that kind of cool stuff. Like name it and share it out, do all that stuff. Cool stuff. Yes, we'll just exit to the main menu. No. So that's already kind of rad, honestly. Played a lot of Loderunner a very long time ago. I've never touched it. Never once touched it. But this should be interesting. I checked out the controls just to set up. They're a little bit weird. I imagine, like a lot of like these arcadey kind of DOS games, there's a certain number of DOS games that like definitely would improve for having a nice joystick to use them with. And I'm sure that this one would be one of them. Although it doesn't seem like terrible. It's the one thing that was messing me up is that I kept on wanting to use the numpad and go like 2 to go down, and it doesn't do it. It's 5. I actually like that more because then it's WASD. Like you actually get WASD controls, so it's way smarter, but a lot less common. So I didn't assume that right away, and I had to go and look up the controls on here. Hi. So, you know, it's kind of a cool little arcade classic. No fall damage, just get to jump around. Remember some DOS controls from joysticks from your childhood? Yeah, I remember a friend had one. Wasn't a good one. I remember them not being good, the ones that I used. So this is like a puzzle kind of game. I mean, it's like an arcade game. It's a little puzzly, yes. There's definitely puzzle elements to it, but there's going to be some enemies that come around too. You'll see. It's very, very classic, like 80s arcade kind of thing. So you can like dig through the ground. So this is where like a puzzle kind of thing comes in, because you can only dig. You can't like dig straight down. You can dig to the sides. There's no screen wrap either. Something that I'm noticing right away. You might notice this too. Is like, you know, the music's there. But listen to this. When we do that, it goes away. Or, like, anytime we grab stuff, it can't handle the channel's audio. That's kind of unfortunate. I like the animation, though. The wavy arms is real good. And just, like, the run animation is nice. Like, the game looks really cool. For being really zoomed out, it's got a nice, like, charm to it. The way that you jump into the portal is kind of cool. Falling out of the portal, too. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so there's... I think they're the Mad Monks of something are the enemies. What? Oh, ooh. Haha. See, so you can kind of trap them in holes. And the goal is to just kind of grab all the stuff. So it's like very much like a, again, early arcade game, so like Donkey Kong kind of thing, or that style in a way. It's definitely different than that because there's more puzzle elements, but I'm trying to think of like some of the other ones where you're just dodging enemies like that. But there was certainly a style of arcade game like this at the time. Oh, wow. Yeah, the sound doesn't even go while we're, oh, they can steal the treasures from us. Sound doesn't even go when we're falling, which is pretty rough. Oh, they dropped the... Oh, God, we had to steal the skulls back from them by trapping them. I see. So, or the gold, the treasures. So, like, that'll pick it up, but then I had to... Oh, wait, he didn't pick it up? Squeaked through. Hopefully there's more music than just this. This is like a 94 game. The controls are really nice and responsive, and like I said, I like the animations. But if there's not more music than this, and if it cuts out like this, it's just kind of... That side of it's pretty disappointing, the audio. We're only a couple levels in. We'll see if we can get some new music here in a minute. I guess that means I can't dig in the air? No. Alright. This is only one spot to dig. Gotcha. What? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Well, that's bad. Okay, that's a... Okay, I'm glad that we got to see that, though. That's a very good animation. Aha! I like a lot of these animations. They're just goofy enough to be fun. Okay, so where's the exit spawn in this one? Oh, just up there. Alright, fair enough. I'll move the mouse out of the way. These monks are not particularly threatening, no. Good to see you, Death Incarnate. The DOS games are going okay so far. We just barely started. This is our first game of the day. Yeah, that is real awkward. Just the, like, every time is, ugh, gross. Having that audio cut out feels bad. And hey, maybe the monks are very threatening, but I'm just real good. Probably not, but you never know. Alright, come on, and... Oh shit. Oh shit! That's... Oh no. Dang. Yeah, these are getting a little more challenging. I shouldn't be running over. I should be doing this. So that's gonna be the end. Oh, oh shit. Dang. Yeah, the way the audio cuts out just feels so bad. Might be like a problem of compatibility. There is always that as an issue with a lot of the old PC games, but it is an unfortunate thing anyway. Let's get them to come up here first. Aha. Alright, now we're cooking. A little close. I think we're good though. Yes, it's kind of a blend of puzzle and action because there's definitely like an order to do things in that's best to like deal with the monks, I'd say. Certainly feels that way. Yeah, the portal needs like a... For sure. Definitely needs a little bit of sound. The sound just feels really lacking in general. The options are, like, kind of non-existent, which is an issue. Funny considering that it's got, like, a full-ass level editor. which is really cool. Like, that's awesome. A level editor is fantastic, but... And, like, the level editor seems good, but then there's just no options basically at all. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I think... So we can save with Control S. Yeah, sure. So if we just exit the main menu, it's like there's the level builder, we already showed. And we can do 2-player, which is neat. Like, that's really cool. I'd love to see how 2-player goes. And then, like, open file, like, all the very esoteric kind of menu options and such, too. And you have this. It's like, oh. Like, on and off. There you are. Options! Right, like, not a whole lot, really. Alright, well, honestly, like, there's some more to it. I know that there's more stuff that gets added to the puzzles, like you can start dropping bombs, doing things like that. I'm not sure how much more we need to do with this, though, because it's kind of, it's kind of the whole thing, right? Like, it's kind of it. Oh, here we go. So we can get into a later puzzle. Oh god. Beat to shit. So, like, this stuff definitely gets difficult at a certain point. Like, you're saying the monks don't seem very threatening, but, I mean, to be fair, when you get into these situations, it's not exactly easy. But it is kind of just this. You get a certain number of lives, and you're going for a high score. Like, it's... Ooh. Uh-oh. That's bad for me, as it turns out. This is a great little game for, like, you know, 20 minutes at a time kind of thing. I certainly wish the audio was better, but, you know, I love the animations of this is really fun. And the core gameplay loop is, like, really fine for an old arcade game. I mean, it is Loderunner. That's kind of a classic, right? Ooh. There was also the level editor, which we looked at. Yep, it's very expansive. It's got a nice little thing, but... Like, it is this loop. It is get treasure, there's a couple of obstacles, there's the monks that are chasing you. It gets pretty tough that way. But it's kind of what the game is. Shit. Oh, man. That wasn't smart. Rest in peace. We lost all our little guys. Dang. Yeah, the level editor is this. Like, you know, you get a whole, you can do day and night. You can go ahead and change the background of the world. You can sit there and, like, we kind of showed, you know, you can lay out a bit of stuff here. It's not, it's just kind of, it is what it is, right? Like, there's not a whole ton to it. And go ahead and, like, pick different things that you're laying down. It's a nice level editor. And you get all kinds of different keys and setups like that, and copy and paste, and use fill tools. Like, it's got a lot of stuff. You can move this around, which is really nice. Like, you can set that up. But I personally hate Loderunner and everything it stands for. Don't know about that, but yeah, my level, baby. Done. Like, save it, and, you know, you can go ahead and add new levels and make it a whole group, do, like, a theme. That's really neat. Like, that's really, really cool. Yeah. It's neat to see, like, it's one of those games that gets really hard, as we could tell from even just that middle level that we jumped into. But it's what it is. It's fun to, it's certainly interesting to, like, play against a friend that way. So why are we falling down through that? Alright, and we have been beaten up. Yeah, that's, I mean, this is Loderunner, The Legend Returns. It's a very basic kind of arcadey game. It's well done. It's got, like we said, we has that all nice little level editor stuff, but boy, the actual, like, sound options and things like that are pretty. The UI is the audio is extremely meh. Oh boy, what the heck? There we go. So yeah, we'll have to see where I would rank that. I think that's, we don't need a whole lot of look at that one. It is kind of what it is. What it is isn't bad, far from it, but it's just very basic. It's like, you know, like Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth is a great game. Scorched Earth is a ton of fun. It's also really basic. Like, you get what it does pretty much immediately. Same kind of thing here. Same with, like, Lemmings a little bit. Like, you know, add extra difficulty onto things, but it's just kind of what it is. Oh, it's not like the sound quality isn't offensive. It's just, like, when you're looking at this game as, part of what I'm talking about with that is that this is a 1994 game. Right? Command and Conquer came out a year afterwards. And I mean, I know that that's CD audio. But, when you jump into the very first level of Command and Conquer 1 year later, after playing this where, like, the channel, it can't have the audio at the same time when you're, like, grabbing gold and having that background single song loop, and then you go jump into Command and Conquer, and this is the first level.
We're going to have to act if we want to live in a different world.
And you immediately get this. That is still 1 year later. Oh, and CD audio, yeah. But, like, you know, Doom was before this, right? Like, fine. Yes, I was gonna say, like, you want to talk about, okay, fine, here's non-CD audio year before Loderunner, this is the audio that you're getting. You hear the Loderunner stuff and you're kind of like, yeah, like, it's not good. It is not good. But let's not pretend that it's good. It's bad. It's very not good. That being said, like, level editor is really cool. The animations are really nice. Gameplay's kind of cool. It's Loderunner. It's a neat little game. That being said, I'm probably looking. You know, another one that I feel is similar. Although I think this is a better one than that, and that is. I'm immediately thinking of kind of a similar game. Where did I put it? Dynablaster, also known as Bomberman. Dynablaster had less modes and like didn't have the whole like level editor and stuff like that. But again, kind of basic gameplay loop, arcade. So I think this is better than Dynablaster, but I don't think that it's like. I think it's better than the Castle of Dr. Brain. In fact, I think that we are. That's not where it needs to be. I'm going to put it a little bit above ST Sideline. That game was pretty disappointing in a lot of different ways. And this one plays well. Like, it's a really neat playing game. It just doesn't have much more than that. Like, once you play a couple levels, you're like, yeah, that was neat. And then you're done. So that's the Loderunner. The Legend Returns from Ghidorah. Top 50 DOS game. Almost a top 40. Pretty solid. But we have more up to do real quickly here. Because I got a bunch of games. Quite recently. Was it last time even? Or was it the time before that? Yeah. Oh, wow. It was actually a little while ago. We did Prince of Persia 2. And I thought, you know, I've never played Prince of Persia 1. So Prince of Persia 2 was my first look at it. I've never played like Karateka or any of the other Jordan Mechner kind of games. So I thought, why don't we go back and check out where it all kind of started, another classic like that. And that's right, we're going to look at Zorro. By Capstone Software. The makers of William Shatner's Tech War. Oh, did I write 22? You're right. You're right. I did do that. Thank you. So it's Prince of Persia, I guess. Yeah, we can go left and right, and okay, 9 does not. 9 and 7 don't jump to the sides. Can we like crouch? Oh, we can. Oh wow, that is slow to do though. I'd have to hold it. Yes. Okay, can I climb down? No, those don't seem to do anything. Alright, so if I want to jump and move to the side, Thank you. Now playing Zorro. No. I can't press up and to the side. No. Oh! Alright, it only fell just enough that it worked, I guess. I still don't know how to jump to a spot, though. Also, where do we go from here? This is just all blind jumps. Do we... He doesn't seem to want to climb down. He won't climb up. And... oh, we didn't die. Although we have... it looks like our Z's are going down. So is that our health? Okay. I cannot seem to jump. Oh, we're very dead. This is a numlock issue. It certainly does not seem to be, because I have tried that. Here. Find the Zorro manual, real quick here. This game has a reputation for not being great that way. Okay. The following instructions show you how to control Zorro with the use of keyboard. This is all for the Amiga. But it looks like... oh, no. No, never mind. This is the DOS one. This is the DOS one.
I'm gonna steal the declaration.
Yo! Thank you for gifting a sub to Esco. But yeah, go ahead into the sub club in the Discord is where you can request the game. Get one a month. Okay. If you use the joystick. To make Zorro walk, press the appropriate left or right arrow key. Zorro can run by holding down the desired left or right arrow key. Okay. To make a small step, press it one time. Can jump by pressing the up arrow. Alright, sure. To make Zorro climb down from a ledge or plank, press the down arrow key. Which we've done. Zorro can... so maybe we just have to press it once? Is that what it is? Am I, like, not tapping it? No. We can just crouch. Zorro can crouch down to avoid obstacles flying at him by holding down the arrow key. Make sure you're not near a ledge or you will climb down to the lower level. To make sure leap from a standstill, press enter. Okay. Can make a leaping jump, press enter while running. So maybe that's it. Sword play to press out. We can use control to use a whip. To unsheath the sword, press Alt. 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 Alt? There is no menu to... there's no options menu. Alt does not work. Okay. Oh! Enter did do a leap. And killed me. Sheath Zorro sword, press down arrow key to attack with it, press Alt. To defend or block, press up. To turn around sword, press enter. This doesn't control, well, almost at all, really. Wait. Hold up. Okay, we were... it wasn't... maybe it's just a context issue? Because I tried to do the whip... I was pressing control and it wouldn't do anything. Now it's doing something again. These controls seem like suggestions. Oh, okay. I pressed enter once, and we jump twice and die. I'm starting to see an issue. Can I climb down? Down. Holy shit. Okay, I've pressed that like 4 times. No. So then how do I get off of this ledge? Okay, I'm pressing down like 4 times to get it to do it once. If I jump over, I die. If I walk over this way, do I die? Okay, oh, I went down. Sure, I took damage, but at least I'm not dead, I guess. Can I... aha, I can crawl down from there. Haha! Oh, and I'm dead. So... Never mind. I do not want to do that. Can I go back up? Sure. God, the precision of where you have to be is real bad. Alright, we lose a Zorro. And I lose another Zorro. It seems like there's not anywhere to go that you're not losing health. Up. No, up. 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 Oh my god. Oh! I pressed Alt and it worked! It is Alt! But it didn't... No, down. Climb down. Climb down. Thank you. Oh! Okay. Everybody says that Prince of Persia is a classic, but we've played Prince of Persia 2 and Zorro, and I don't know, I'm not seeing... Oh, fuck off! What? Okay, so I can't go up there. Can I... Sure. Oh! That gives you back 2 health? Everywhere that we go takes like 12. Please. Alright, Alt. Where can I pull up? I wanted to see it. Alright, let's leap here. Do I need enough space? I think I need enough space. That's our block. Okay. Oh, and then all I did was attack. Did you just back up while you're attacking? Oh, I really want to see what a fight is like. Alt, Alt, Alt. Alt. Fuck. I just want to be able to pull out my sword to be able to see what it's like, but I feel like it's not going to let me. Please go down. Oh. Well, we went down. Fuck. Oh. What are these spinning wheel things even supposed to be? I love, too, that it just drops us into the game, and there's no options, there's nothing, there's not, like, a story at the beginning. I mean, granted, I know that this is kind of the days where that was true, but, boy, this really has just, like, nothing. Have we seen enough of this game yet? I want to pull out the sword and fight. I'm not saying that it's going to be possible 100%. I want to see if... I want to try at least... I'd like to try and see if we can have that happen. I'd like to see what the sword fight would actually feel like, if we can get into it. Oh, right. We gotta run to the next spot. Man, this is a brutal first level. And, like... Man, the design of it is just... Please step down. And that's Zorro! I wonder if there are more levels. The manual that I have says that there are 5. The animation's like... Okay. Oh god, why do I keep doing that? Can I maybe just go down? Nope. This way? Haha. Okay. Alright, we're figuring it out. Yeah. I know I said that was Zorro, but then I kept playing. I do like his... That's some good stuff. Oh, Okay. Huh. Well, I got what I wanted. I wanted to feel the sword fighting in Zorro. We felt the sword fighting in Zorro. It was everything I thought it was going to be. Everything I imagined. Music and, Alright. I think we spent a little more time on this than on Loderunner, so that obviously means that it's gotta be around this level, right? Just for argument's sake, though, let's look down a bit lower on the list. It's not as good as the humans. Not even close. It's not as good as Jim Power, the Lost Dimension in 3D. It's not as good as Captain Comic. Is it as good... Alright, here we go. We've got another Capstone game. Is it as good as William Shatner's Tech War? Okay, is it as good as Johnny Bazooka Toad? Now we're getting somewhere. It's, oh boy, it's right in the, it's in the Zani Bazooka zone, is what I would say. It at least has good animation, kind of? Better animation. Boy, the controls are extremely vague suggestions. Like, it's really hard to explain how many times I was sitting there just... I thought that the manual was wrong, because I was smashing Alt over and over and over, trying to do the sword, and it just wouldn't work. And then after like 12 presses, it would go. Did that for a lot of movement, too. controls seemed as bad as Guerrilla War. Say they're a little bit better. I'd say that it's a little bit better than that. And then also, it had better graphics than Guerrilla War. So it's above Guerrilla War. I think it's a bit below Johnny Bazooka Tone. You've got to remember, this is not a place of honor. This is below Beethoven's Second. And that is a pile of dog shit. It looks better than Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Chess Wars. It's more of a game than a live Sharks. God, at least Chess Wars is just chess, though. And it works. Congratulations, Capstone Software. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing how Prince of Persia is such a classic. We've played all of these very close to Prince of Persia one-alikes. And I mean, yeah, it's just, you know, best that we've gotten is, like, top 20. Maybe one day we'll play the actual one and see what that's like. Maybe. In the meantime, I have a whole bunch more to get through, so let's pick up our next game. One moment. Alright. You know what, we're gonna do this one next, actually. So normally I would do a special episode just for this, but it's going to take a lot of time if I did it, and I've already played it on stream. Where is it actually? Yeah, here we go. Because we're gonna get into an RPG classic in my mind. Although we'll see where I rank it. We'll play a little bit of it again and remember. We're gonna pull up a little bit of Might and Magic World of Xeen. The good stuff. We've done Daggerfall and we've done Betrayal at Krondor too, which I could also do shorter ranked ones than normal, I would say. You got a book, which is probably good because you'll get all salty about this. Why would you get salty about this one? Did you hate World of Xeen? I have never played an Ultima. No. Why would you be mad about it, Joe Q? I'm just curious. Because, like, I just said that I like this game. Run from it, hide from it, it'll get ranked all the same. Correct. Sure. we'll just do adventurer mode. Easier. Oh, is adventurer mode that we don't get to make our party? God, it's already been a little while. There's all of our quest lists. So, you know, your kind of basic turn-based, grid-based RPG. A lot of the zany Might and Magic stuff. Gotta go to the inn. Right, yes. Yeah. Forgot about that.
Hello, travelers. Goodbye.
So we can sign in, and this is how we create our party. Right. So you can create characters this way, and then, like, put them in or out of your party. God, it has been a little while. Funny, because it wasn't that long. The really cool thing about this game is this is not Might and Magic 4. It's not Might and Magic 5. It's both. This is World of Xeen. When you actually have both games, you can play both of them at the same time, which is kind of rad as hell, at least in my opinion. We can get our quick references. It'll give us, like, an auto mapper, which was really nice for the time. This is to bash doors and figure out, like, if there's a secret there. Oh, right, dismiss party member. Here's our spells. Get our time. I wanted to see. So we have a human paladin, a half-orc knight. You remember having a pen and paper so you didn't get lost? A little bit, yes. A male dwarf ranger who is asleep. Elf sorcerer. Female gnome robber. Alright, we got a sleepy party. Let's go rest up.
Hello, travelers.
I think. Our food packs are already full. Good stuff. Now we're drunk. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Alright.
That Gunther, what a dunce. He paid that con man Joe a fortune to clean up this town.
And talk to all the various tavern patrons.
Get lost. Can't you see I'm drinking?
No, we can't actually. It's too old of a game for that.
This place is deserted. You should go to River City. Now there's a town full of action.
Alright, we're gonna get to River City then. But yeah, I did a really cool thing where if you had both games, it combines them, and you can play both of them at the same time. Let's open the grate with our robber, who immediately takes a bunch of damage and goes down. Ouch. 'Twas trapped. Who will drink? Yeah, let's let the robber do it. Oh, poisoned. Great. It's Might and Magic, baby. The slime
May
temple.
we help you?
Uncurse, heal, donate. I love these little, like, God, I don't know what even to call them. But like the little
May we
portrait
help you?
areas like this, these little scenes, there's lots of really good art in them. And a lot of them get very goofy. Later on, there's a bunch of benches that have like...
End is near.
I remember one of the benches was like, you know, for a good time and all that stuff, or like advertising gardening services, or like telling you where to go to buy advertising for the benches. Just random nonsense like that. Oh,
Safe and secure.
banks are always real nasty in these games. Yeah, trustworthy bank. Good place to keep your gold. Let's go out into the wide world. There's that little auto map. And this is where we can actually... should that not... There we go.
I sense that you are the ones.
Switch
While
between our
gathering
worlds.
herbs in the woods near the edge of the world, I came upon this orb. It was lying in a small crater, as though it had fallen a great distance, and yet survived the impact. I know this object must be terribly important, but I am not the one to take care of it. Perhaps you could take it to Ellinger in his tower in this town. He will surely know what to do with it.
So this is Dark Side of Xeen, because the other one is Clouds of Xeen. And we can switch between the worlds by going to these weird pyramids. We didn't even look at the intro cutscene yet. Oh god, I forgot these faces also do... Oh, no, please, I did not want to do that. All the weird faces and stuff will also show status effects on your characters, which is fun. It's like once you cast various, like, trap spells and stuff, they'll, like, shake their head no if it's a bad spot to open. The big thing that these games have is a lot of charm, in my mind. Like, they're very goofy. I didn't equip enough bows yet. Something that you always want to do in this style of good games. You want to get everybody a bow or some kind of ranged spell immediately. It's a wild-looking goblin. Oh, a lot of the stuff in this is very wild-looking. Waters of Power. Have them drink it. Oh, right, they get a bonus to that right now. We can go in the water eventually, but we have to learn how to swim. There are trainers for that. Alright, let's go back to our starting town. Have for weapons on everybody. Short sword, short bow, that's good. Dagger, cudgel, and clubs. Okay. Oh, we can also search these, I think, and they had stuff in them. Oh, who will steal? That's what it was.
What are you?
Right, let's not steal yet. Maybe in a minute. A sling. Yes. We'll want a sling. Now we have 2 people. And I hit the exact wrong button and closed that. Oh, shoot. Because trying to remember, there is a, like... There we go. What was the quick save in this again? I feel like I hadn't played it that long ago, but apparently it's been longer than I remember. A lot of the best stuff in this game comes later, because if you know Might and Magic, it always gets very weirdly sci-fi and does some goofy things with it. Right. Either big gem in the middle or tab. That's what it was. You can get Mr. Wizard, who will send you back and steal all of your gold, if I remember correctly. Because Zippo found a whistle and chainmail. Are you getting in trouble for Robin?
What do you want?
Yeah, seems happy about it so far. Oh, right. One thing with this is that it is, like, very old and clunky in that way. So, like, F4 will bring up the characters. Like, you go F1 for this character, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then you have to, like, exchange items, and then pick like that, or exchange spots. Do items, and you can go, like, armor, and then to equip something, you have to actually unequip this one first, then equip this one. Just lots of annoying little things like that. It's not easy and fast to figure this stuff out. It is definitely a manual game. You almost just have it open next to you the entire time. It's still a lot more usable than a ton of games at the time, because it does things like auto-mapping, which is honestly really appreciated. We tried to play a few old games like this, and there's a bunch that are real bad when you just can't do anything. Once you get the hang of it, there's like a ton of keyboard shortcuts and like... It's got nice mouse controls, which is good. And like I said, being able to combine your parties for 2 different games is just rad as hell for the time. But... let's save the game for now. And I'm going to quit, because one thing that we did miss out on that's very important is we didn't see any of the intro stuff, because that'll give a little bit of idea of some of the goof involved in this. I think we should be showing it to everybody. No, it is not. Oh, there you go. It's good. Like, where do we see the intro again? Yes, there we go. Okay. Oh, this is the second game, right? Dark Side.
Inconceivable. The royal pyramid besieged. With the prophecy almost fulfilled, the arrival of Alamar has placed my mission and the fate of Xeen in grave danger. Queen Kalindra?
My pharaoh. I'm a prisoner. All is lost.
Then what has become of the cube?
I have it now, Pharaoh.
Alamar, you misguided mechanism. You'll destroy us all. My monstrous friends, are you with me?
Either Alamar.
Traitors.
So you're kind of helping the bad guys against the worst bad guy in Dark Side, obviously.
You must send help.
But Pharaoh, I too am trapped in my tower.
Then I will send out the orb. The destiny of Xeen is no longer in our hands. Seek help, little one.
But there's like a lot of really good art and stuff in this. And there's the orb. If I remember correctly, the Clouds intro is very fun. But they're both good. There's a lot of character to these games, and they're very goofy. Like, there's some seriousness to them, but there's a lot of goof inside of the Might and Magic series. Xeen, canonically, it's like two halves of a flat planet, and then you've got to fight off Alamar, who is this... Oh god, and... What's the other one? Eventually it turns out that it's like the same bad guy that was from Might and Magic 1 to 3. This is kind of the conclusion of the series at first. Like 6 starts a whole new story, essentially.
I am Crodo,
overseer
of the land known as
this is a
Xeen.
good one.
Many years have passed since the glory days of King Burlock.
I am the king.
When times were good and there was much rejoicing.
Yes, Shelton. Yes, that's what it was.
But now, imprisoned in this enchanted tower by the sinister, self-proclaimed Lord Xeen, I'm unable to help you in these dark times. It is now up to you, adventurers, to right what has been wronged.
So good. Much shorter, but very goofy. Very, very goofy. And yeah, like, I had, a full playthrough not that long ago that I enjoyed quite a bit. It's certainly got its problems. Like, obviously there's a lot of that clunk from being an old game. It's difficult sometimes, and mean, in a way. Like, there'll definitely be death trap kind of stuff. You need to be paying a lot of attention for that. But you get to go to a lot of weird locations and do a bunch of stuff. You get a lot of really cool character portraits and things that you can do with them, like... All this nonsense for our character portraits is really fun. When you get status effects, like we saw with them getting drunk, they have really good effects on that. Who will bang the gong? Uh-oh. Took damage because we banged the gong. an Onyx Golem. Let's cast... Day of Protection's a good one. Should have done that a little while ago. Oh, wait, right, he disenchants. Once you get it, like, it shows a lot of different things here. I kind of like the UI. Like, this shows that we're flying. It's goofy and maybe not the best, but it does have a lot of style to it. So that's a little bit of World of Xeen. And I think we can leave it there, because honestly, we would spend hours and hours in this game to get a full look at it. You can kind of get a good idea as to what's going on, though. Very traditional dungeon crawler with a lot of really good art, honestly some good sound, some wild character design and portraits and stuff. And we'll pull up Portrait 4 doing their Bastilian impersonation. Exactly, yeah. You can customize the portraits very easily, yes. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that. And like I said, it just fully embraces the goofy premise of itself and goes really far with it. It's a massive world where you get to do all kinds of wild stuff. Like, eventually in Clouds of Xeen, you are going up above the world into the clouds. You can fall off the clouds and then crash land into the planet and destroy your whole party like a dummy, which I definitely never did. Yeah, the world of the Dark Side of Xeen intro did come a little bit later than the Clouds of Xeen. Only like 6 months or so. Like, they weren't far off. They were pretty close together. That's why I'm kind of linking them as a single game too. And how much they got tied in as, like, once you installed the second, that it became a single game. And it has a plot that overarches between both of them. You know, like, Clouds of Xeen ends off on kind of a cliffhanger in a way. Like, you don't get to know everything that's going on, and there's all this talk about, like, joining the two worlds and all that stuff, which is really fun. Having to buy 2 games to get the most out of it, probably not all just a pure upside, I suppose, but I definitely thought that was a cool thing. So now we gotta figure out where I'm rating that. I love it, and it's my list. So in my heart, where would I put it? They were at least 2 full-size games. Oh yeah, no, there's a ton of content between them. They're massive, massive, massive games, and especially when you put them together, obviously. They are definitely 2 full-size games with the content. It's not like you got half of a game and then had to pay full price for a second half of it. That being said, despite how much I love this game, there's some stiff competition. Is it Doom? No, it's not Doom. It's not Maniac Mansion. It's not Star Wars Dark Forces. It's not Command & Conquer. It's not Warcraft 2. You know, there's a lot of really cool puzzles and interesting things inside of that game. Some of it is definitely that RPG bullshit, but if you're willing to put up with that style of game, if you like RPGs of that type, then, I mean, that's what you're expecting. You're going in and, like, min-maxing your party and figuring out all that kind of combat puzzly type stuff, too. Like, there are enemies that are just immune to magic or whatever, so you've got to figure out different ways to beat them. When I put it above Capture the Flag, I don't think I can put it this high. I don't think it's quite up there. I don't think it's quite as good as Goodbye Galaxy. I will say though, like, if we go down, I'm just thinking, it's definitely better than Battletech, the Crescent Hawk's Inception. That's a neat game, but I think World of Xeen is better. I think I'd put it above Covert Action. Although some of the clunkiness present in both games is a similarity. Epic Pinball is really neat. Man, Epic Pinball is such a cool game. And there's so many boards involved in it. A couple of the boards are bad, but when you have like 20 boards or something to play on, it's still really good. Kind of incredible they managed to get like a pinball game that feels so much like pinball and feels that good back then. Yeah, I think I put it above that. I like it more than Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem's kind of short. And yeah, I'm gonna put it above One Must Fall. You know, it's getting right up to that Capture the Flag zone again. It's oh god, it's up there. Just so much of, like, it's such a cool, expansive RPG, and it doing such a good job of the goofy stuff in it, and then on top of all of that, having some of the really neat things, like, honestly, again, it sounds like a no-brainer, but an auto-mapper at the time is, like, just incredible. And combining the two worlds is so rad. All the voice-type stuff in it was really great, like, we just saw a bunch of games today that the audio is like, and this audio is fantastic. And when you're looking at it, like Might and Magic World of Xeen, I'm like, I think that World of Xeen is, oh god, when exactly did this one come out again? Yeah, 93. So like before Loderunner. Like this is once again one of those kinds of games where like a lot of that is just top notch. Got a fantastic art style, and there's just a lot of really good art in it. Alright, I'm going with my heart. I'm gonna go with what I was originally doing. The more that I think about this game, and the more that I liked it, I'm like, you know, it's doing some really unique, cool things, and it's just having so much fun with it. There's a sense of whimsy and fun in World of Xeen that a lot of modern RPGs I think could learn from sometimes. There's definitely ones that do have it, but like it just goes for its really, really stupid premise and just does not care, and it's just like, just have fun with me. And I love that about a lot of the Might and Magic series. How much it just wants you to go like, just enjoy. Just shut your brain off in a way and just like, enjoy these puzzles, enjoy this thing, and just laugh with it. And it's a lot of fun when you do that. So I'm gonna put Might and Magic World of Xeen up at number 6, just below Warcraft 2. It's my list, I can do what I want with it. I think the game is really fantastic though. There's some very cool stuff in it. Alright, so we've got World of Xeen, and now for our next game. 2 more on the docket today. I wish I could show more of Xeen, but I have the full playthrough on my YouTube. You can definitely go and look at the full thing. There's too much of it. There's so much content from it that I can't possibly go through all of it. So we're just gonna have to do a quick little tasting. And now, we have Sensible Golf. We haven't done a whole lot of sports games. We've done a few. I figure we can always expand on that, though. Immediately go to the options. Menu music, in-game speech, auto-concede, and difficulty. That's it. Alright. Got a bit of a bop, though. I'm gonna start off with a quick round. I imagine you can just put in new humans? No? Hello? Okay, there we go. Over it on this side. Gotcha. Name. Well, that's nice. A couple of options here for your golfer. Sure. That looks terrible. Perfect. Okay. Quite a few courses, too. The Pittsburgh golf course, obviously. When I think golf, I think Pittsburgh. So we just aim. I looked for a manual for this. And and I did find one for the Amiga version, and it does not tell you a whole lot. Mostly it's got like weird golf facts and stuff between things, and there's very little on like controls and how to do things, which is awkward. But it's basically trying to like get in the zones, so like you've got your strength. To look at your map is weird, though, because I remember it being space, but that's also how you start shooting. Hold, that's why. Okay. It looks like we don't have any wind kind of indicators or anything like that. And basically you want to go up the bar, and your strength, you have to press again, and then try and get it in the red zone. Oh. Oh, not bad, though. Not bad. Okay, so I'm using a putter now. Oh, there's, like, no difference for putting? Do we have any idea if how the green breaks? Guess not. 16 to hole, max of 40. So I guess like... Oh, fuck. Well, sure. Oh, now it shows it. Alright, bring us up. Weird. I guess that we were just far enough away? Oh no! What? Oh, it still goes all the way? So it still goes all the way up. Look at that. Huh. So even after you place where the power is, it goes all the way up and then all the way back anyways. That's not a great... Oh, for... Having to hold space to get here also, like, space is the only button, basically. Very not good. Because obviously I went into a shot and there's no real way to back out of it. I'm just kind of stuck, and I don't know where I'm trying to shoot yet, even. $36 to hole. Alright, so... no. There we go. Okay, I can go back out by doing this. I'm 136 to the hole. So if we do, like, 160... I'm gonna try and go over that. Maybe. The aiming is weird. You don't, like, kind of see where the end of your ball would be. Like, 136 the hole, okay, fine. But a lot of golf games would show you, like, past the hole, like, where you're actually landing it if you go full strength. We don't really have an idea of that. I also don't know if, like, that... It looks like the flag just flutters every hole. I don't know if that's an actual indicator of wind or not. Or if it accounts any of that. The art's nice. Like, it looks pretty cool. Being able to customize our golfer was kind of fun. 40 to the hole, 80 is maximum. Not bad. Also, this is a really weird map for doing this. Everything being top down is a strange way to do golf for like a golf game. 13 to the hole, okay. Alright, I'm definitely figuring out the way the greens are mapped, though. If we didn't have that false start, we probably would have done okay. Like, it's so weird. I don't want to know how far it is to the hole. I want to know how far 240 is. Is 240 to one of those little, like, puddles? And I'm just going to drain it if I go too far to the left? I don't know. Man, that sucks. Like, where's this corner when it turns to the left? Is that, like, 300 probably? Like, is that 350 because it's going straight towards the hole? Like, is it counting from where we are and then going in a straight line? Is it trying to go to the corner? There's no way to know. It's a really odd system. Okay. I want to get out. No. 170? It's golf. There's not much to it. We've played some golf games, though, and normally, like I said, like, you want indicators of, like, how far things are for your actual shots and stuff. Alright, so I'm going to putter from here. How about... Well, that's not close. Got my cat moving my microphone here. Like there? 9 to the hole. And yeah, sorry, we'll interrupt this game real quickly. I do have my recording, and you're right, we were talking about other stuff, and I ended up not uploading it properly. So I will give you those, like, files right now for our podcast that we have together called Rough Cuts. Let me just upload those right now. Sorry about that, boys. Alright, uploaded. This is Sensible Golf. It seems real mid. Listen to the Amiga version of the theme. Oh, that's way better. Well, the DOS version does not have this, unfortunately. Amazing. Well, that's making me even more sad. Yeah, like, oh my god. 321 to the hole, but again, how far is it to, like, any of the points before the hole? Like, if I aim this way, am I going to go into the water if I go to 240? Because, like, am I going to hit where it kind of curves in? I don't know. It doesn't show me. There's no way to know. That's a really basic functionality of golf games that it feels like it's just missing. Yeah, like, we're just too far. Because now we're outside of the fairway. That's... Dang. It's a bad port. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've never played the Amiga version, so I don't know how much better it is. I imagine that, like, they didn't add in... And they didn't remove too much of that kind of stuff, like showing you where your actual shot will land. But... Okay, so if you just aim again, it'll back you out of that. That's nice, at least. Yeah, this feels very stripped down, but again, like, I just don't know where I'm supposed to go a lot of the time. Bingus Up is a real good, although that's just me naming my character. Hmm. 18 feet's the hole. 80 max. Oh, wow. That was a lot further than I realized. And there's no sound during any of this. Like, there's no music here. Which, I'm fine. But, You're not getting, like, cheers for getting birdies too much or anything. Like, it's kind of... This is a very, very plain golf game. That's true. You could name your character Fuck It. Hold up. That is a good point. Oh, you can't do spaces. On the green. Yeah, so we need an on the green. This golf is very sensible. Alright. I think that's all that I need to know about sensible golf, to be fair. So let's decide where we're ranking this bad boy, because this one... I mean, right away... It's got a cool sense of style. What music it does have is nice. But world-class leaderboard is our other golf game that we have on here so far. And the way it controls and the information that it gives you so that you know where you can play things. Miles better. And as much as, like, aesthetics are neat, it doesn't really trump the idea of, like, I need to know where I'm fucking shooting the goddamn ball. So it's no world-class leaderboard. I don't think it's, I haven't rated above Carmageddon either. Or Dino Park Tycoon. Summon Angel of the Jungle. Al-Qadim, no. Castle of Dr. Brain. Honestly, it feels really close to this Loderunner. I don't think it's as good, though. The controls on Loderunner were fun. Like, the levels were interesting. They had a cool level editor. It's pretty devoid of options otherwise, but at least it had things like a level editor. This kind of has 0 options. Like, Loderunner also, at least you could turn the sound on and off, or music on and off. There's just nothing for this. There's, like, 0 controls. 0 options at all. No cosmics. The game's winner challenge is pretty similar in that it's all really, really stripped down games. Like, this is essentially a mini-game collection of a bunch of different winter games. But again, even it has, like, a bunch of options and information that it gives you so that you know how to play. I really can't get over that it doesn't show you a lot of the basic information that you'd want from a golf game. Like, just how far is it, not just to the hole, but to the sand trap before the hole, so that you can know where to hit it. That just... Ugh. I think it's below that. God of Thunder was a really interesting, like, Zelda-like puzzle game. I don't put it below that. And I don't want to just necessarily put it right next to a sports game just because it's a sports game, but it feels very similar to Deluxe 3-Point Basketball. Deluxe 3-Point Basketball is very, very difficult. Or at least it was for me. But the gameplay was very stripped down and basic, and there's not a lot that you can do with it. So in that way, I'm like, it kind of feels a bit like that. Although this one has like a lot of different courses. Deluxe 3-Point Basketball is just you're throwing 3-pointers. This game didn't have all of the sweet fake basketball names, true, but we could also make our own sweet names. And there's a lot of courses and stuff, so there's some variety there at least. I really can't get over, like... I like golf games. I actually am a fan of golf games, and it's really hard to emphasize how bad it is that it won't tell you, like, a distance to anywhere but the hole. It's nice they stripped down a lot of golf game stuff. I don't care about that. That's fine. That's an okay thing to do. But that's a really basic thing that you need to know if you're going to do different holes. And it's not there, and I can't fathom why they wouldn't have had that inside of the game somewhere. It really kills it. Yeah, like, I think I have to put it below that, just because that's such a basic functionality thing that it's missing that makes everything feel so bad because of it, even if the rest of the controls are fine, which they are. I think it's a Zargon, 10th frame bowling, again, another stripped down kind of sports game, but at least you get to aim where you want to aim and know all the information. So I'm just gonna have to go below that even. The Humans had some really interesting ideas. It's not as good as Humans. I feel bad for putting it this low because I like a lot of the aesthetic and stuff of it, but it's just missing some really core functionality for what you want out of a golf game. Really disappointing. Because, man, so much about it seems really neat, but they stripped out too much. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here, actually. A top 60 DOS game, Sensible Golf. A little bit better than Atomics, which was a puzzle game that got way too complex way too early, and it's just a sliding puzzle, basically. But not as good as Humans. And now I have our final game. Which was chosen by Madame Adversary in the chat today. And I was really excited to play this one, so I've saved it for last here today. Since we did actually, I'm just trying to remember the full title of this one. We did an earlier one in this series. And by that I mean there's only 2 games in this series, so you know, we'll be doing both of them is what will happen. And what this is Castles 2, Siege and Conquest. King Charles is dead. Dead without an heir. Yeah, I was thinking that I needed to submit the King Charles is Dead to screen crap for Arcade Pit. Well, that's probably a little too mean. There's only one force strong enough. Castles. Fortresses strong enough to turn a count into a king. To become king, you must conquer. So Castles 1 is very much almost like a wave-based thing, where you're building a castle, and then a bunch of waves of enemies come at it, like, over time, and you have to manage all that stuff. See you later, Loaf. Hi. This one is a lot more involved. We're going to start out and just do a basic one of Albion. We'll do difficulty easy, although there are a few different options. But this one we get like a whole tactical map and everything. So we start out here. I had to read a lot of information to get this one started, although I did mostly skim it, to be fair. Oh, why is it doing this? There we go. So you can have 3 different actions at a time. We're gonna go ahead, and you don't want to fuck with the Pope. The Pope is the only one that can name you king. So let's start out by recruiting some military. So there's our one action started. This area, we get different stockpiles for each area. I know, we haven't been fed, huh? Poor boy. I know. And gather up what we have in our territory only, and we're going to want to try and get new territories really quick. Actually, and then let's scout a new area to see what's going on there. So we don't know what's going on in any of these areas until we scout them out. And once we have enough areas, then we'll want to build a castle. So we kind of need to stockpile up a bunch of things. So this is a lot less about building castles than, well, castles was. And much more of like a broader kind of strategy game. Although it does still have that inside of it. So they expanded it out a bunch. And my understanding is we're trying to get to like 7,000 score and have the Pope like us, and then the Pope can declare us king. Alright, we have scouted. Let's scout another one. It has to be a connected territory. And I would think that because it's across the river, it's not. There's gold in that one. Neutral. Commodity gold. Okay. So there's a bunch of different factions that we can piss off. Or ally ourselves with. We can go ahead and like send diplomats and give them money or areas so that we can win them over to our side. After a council meeting, a small, officious-looking fellow in church regalia comes up to you. Your Majesty, could you spare a few moments of your time? I want to make sure you haven't pirated this game. Surely you spoke with the church representative before demolishing the chapel. Without official approval, the new wing technically would be on a piece of land owned by the church, and the consequences of that could be grave. Oh, maybe... Oh, I think that I actually already did that earlier, so maybe it's not doing that? Weird. Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at that, thank you. Ah, here we go. I think this is the piracy one. Welcome, Lord. Your sins have not gone unnoticed. No. Oh god, the Pope is extorting us. Damn it. I probably don't want to kill the messenger of the Pope. Because I feel like if we want to win the Pope over, that's maybe not the best starting point. Could be wrong. I've had very little interaction with the Pope in my own real dealings. God, granting an indulgence for 4 gold. Alright. Gathering iron, something we can, so sure. Yeah, kill the messenger, not kill the Pope. We're not allowed to just kill the Pope. Let's attack somewhere. We want to start expanding. Actually, let's go here, because then we've got like a choke point. I can maybe put in a castle like here or here eventually. Defends an area that it's touching. Use gold after the Pope extorted us, too. We'll scout over this. Yes, the CD version of this has little videos and voice acting for all the little decision things. Yes, yeah. It has a bit more to it, for sure. one. Figure out where we want to place things. So food in that territory. Food, gold. Alright, cool. A lot of watching bars. Alright, my cat is asking to be fed. And I'd like to finish reviewing this one first, but we'll take a quick moment and... Are you sure? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I guess I'll keep going then. One of your guards sounds the alarm. My apologies, my liege, but the troubadour Daniel de Quayle has escaped from the dungeon. He's a master of disguise. Let's ask you a question to be certain that you are really my liege lord. Ah, there we go. Who is the real power in Anu? There we are. I had the manual open earlier. This was page 40. Ramiro of Aragon? No. Anyo. Henry, Duke of Anyo. What? A relation of both Edward and Albion and Charles of Valois, Henry disguised them both. His claim to the throne is as good as Edward's. Henry would rather... What? Fight. What? Well... Excuse me. Our software has reached a threat epidemic to vile proportions in this land. To combat this vile practice, which the noble call piracy, to give it romantic connotations. Oh, okay, never mind. What's was it? Castle be kept province removal. Page 13. Alright, cool. At least it doesn't immediately kick me. I was about to restart things. That would have been annoying. Okay. Keep it from revolting. Your castle size determines whether or not you can double production of territory. Let's see. It's on a castle. In order to double up production of commodity, a castle must be at least 50. To keep the people from revolting, a castle must be worth at least 100 points. Okay, just to make sure. Whew. Scared me for a minute there. No way to scout anything else out, so I could instead send like a diplomat to the Pope. Here, let's just give him some money. So we can request gold. We can ask for an alliance, which that's not going to happen with the Pope. Let's just... offer 2? We want to keep the Pope happy. Maybe we haven't gotten to see how to build a castle yet. Slowly working our way there. I really need to start getting this gold going too. Majesty, our troops are ready to attack Rowan. Proceed. So you get a whole thing of being able to place all of them if you want. Select our archers and do things with that too. Let's go ahead and begin. As with the original castles, I kind of feel like a lot of this is very vague instructions. Dang, that one archer is just unkillable. There we go. Thrilling gameplay. That's not the part of the game that really matters all that much, yeah. You can also turn off the battles entirely. People will long remember this day, my liege. We have wrested Ronan from the enemy. So you can actually just turn them off. Just attack more. I want to attack an unknown. If anything, probably just go ahead and take this territory so that we can kind of get, like, all 4. And then we'll have everything that we want to gather. Seems like the way to do things. And then eventually, if we want, we can visit. And that's where we'll start making castles. I can very much see that this has a bit of, like, the one more turn thing once you start actually getting everything rolling. Because you're just constantly like, oh wait, oh I need to wait until this bar fills up so I can send the next thing. But then you get interrupted by this, and suddenly an attack comes, and you just constantly have, like, one other thing to have to deal with and always juggle. Oh my god. Pope, please. Another indulgence for 4 more gold. Alright, I already gave him gold just for fun. Just to be nice. Pope shaking me down. It's kind of important for us to scout out, because if we find an area that's occupied by the Pope and we attack it, we're in trouble. Dang. I'm pretty sure we're going to want to build a castle here, but I think I need to get some stock of some things first. For example, maybe some gold. Somehow, all of my gold stores have been depleted. Yeah, I'm not sure what it would be like to kill the messenger exactly. Oh, alright, get a little... Here comes the cardinal. friend from childhood. The pleasant visit lasts for some time, since you've not seen the old gentleman in years. Finally, he slowly rises from his chair, saying, or so I told him at least. By the way, dear boy, one of my nephews is a bookkeeper for the bishop. He mentioned that there had been some irregularity about that fine new tower of yours being built on church land. You've dealt with the problem, no doubt. Uh-oh. Our, earlier dismissal of the church is coming home to roost. Could you have not asked your bishop or even written me a letter? If you felt it was too much trouble, you should have simply said so. You must take action on the matter. The property was technically church property, as is your new chapel. You might think that since you have effectively given the church the new area, nothing more need done. But some in the church would disagree. I will ask my bishop then. It's not silly to give money to the Pope, as it turns out. Sadly. Feels like there's a lot of greedy popery going on. We're gonna need more gold, I think. Okay, a little gif of things. I love that it always positions your archers in front of your infantry. Generally not the way that I would do things. You won! Normandy is now in our hands. Alright. And let's attack this one too. So we kind of want to have everything. Oh, hello. Valois is here now, huh? So we can now send, like, merchants, or we can spy on them. Eventually we can send saboteurs. Let's send out a spy. I might need to do an attack over that way. Definitely starting to think that this is a good castle position. Feels like we can kind of chokehold this little corner, and it'll touch, like, you know, 4 squares, 5 squares kind of thing. So now we've got enough administration that we can do more gathering. Aha. Nice. That's a nice little effect for the changing of the season. This is a really early game, too. Like, this is like 92? When you think about that, that's really quite impressive. Because your port is useless. Dang. Let's go check it out again. We don't have a good relationship with Valois. Costs us money to send out the spy, too. Ugh, right. I need to find another territory with gold. We can sell on the black market also, although you can get ripped off. You need your army to be, there's like a police the realm as an option instead of attacking. Alright, easy. All this territory. So now we need to worry about revolts and stuff soon, and that's why we need to start putting in castles here. Alright, we now control Brittany. Send out a saboteur. Let's attack this one for now. I really need to refine more gold, please. Alright, let's design. So first we have to put down a keep. A tower there. We need like at least 100 points to stop revolts. We're at 35. We're at 10. Oh, both walls are worth 3. Okay, let's take that out and put in another wall tower. Square towers I remember being cheaper in the first game. Do that. And do the corners as the rounded ones. Yeah, here's the thing. It's not going to be enough. We're just short, aren't we? 78 points. Okay, so let's go ahead and... They streamlined a lot of the building process for sure. Because now you can, like, if you want to just place different ones, like, you click here, it'll just switch to the one that you clicked on, which is kind of nice. Way easier to build than this. Way, way easier to build. It's also just simplified, too. 97. It's the same. Oh my god. That's kind of incredible. And I don't think the square towers are worth less than these ones. Amazing. God damn it. Is there a reason? Can we do... Hold up. Because there's normally like inner and outer walls in the first one, so I'm wondering if maybe that's part of it. We should be doing like an inner heat. Rather than just the flag. Outward, inward? No, it doesn't seem to care. Wait, can you put 2 heaps? No. Move it around. There. We can give it inside. Okay, so there's still a reason to do this then. Gotcha. So we can still set this up. There. And moat? No moat. Completion 0%. Standard 100. Okay, let's leave it for a little while, and I think that's all you have to do, and it just starts building while we're gone. It's weird, because the first game is so much about building the castles, and this one's still castles, but it's so much not about it. That being said, there's a lot more depth to this one. I do like all of this extra, like, faction kind of stuff. It feels more like a complete campaign. The other one was a very focused game on just kind of doing the waves. Bishop has clarified the matter, and the church absolves you of blame. Perfect. It also contains a list of nearly 50 brothers, fathers, and a few sisters who require information regarding the jump construction. Fine. Yes, sir. Thank you, Pope. Majesty, the spy broke his leg fleeing from the dogs that your enemy keeps in his estate and never got close enough to find out any secrets. Can we... Hi. Spy complete. What are we waiting for? It's still showing 3 out of 3 like it's being used. There we go. Time to feed the troops. Feeding your 7 troops will require 2 food. Easy. %0 completion. Okay. Oh, I think it might be an administrative thing. Directional errors on the bottom right, blah, blah, blah. Once you decide on proper locations, design all of it, all the functions. Hi. The thing we have to do is decide how it will be constructed. You have uniform outward, start construction from the outside inward. Okay, or towers first. Ah, I see. Click on one of these and it's now ready to be built. So we actually want to do, how about let's do outward. As soon as you meet the requirements for building a castle, you can click on the territory and the build castle option will appear. I see. Oh, hey, buddy. I'm trying to look at my screen, but he's just showing me his butt. Build castle requires 1 food, 3 timber, 1 iron, 2 gold. And we have to have at least 2 administrative points. Gotcha. Currently our spy, I think that because our spy broke his leg, that's why we're stuck without being able to do it for a little while. I imagine that was just like a bonus bad luck thing for us. We're not replenishing anything right now, though. I've generally really liked this Marcus office chair that I got from IKEA as a cheap option. Oh, wait, we were also doing the paperwork, right. After consuming a month's time filling volumes of paperwork on the matter of the chapel, you realize this process has a serious impact on your ability to run your kingdom. Okay, let's assign somebody. We got more military now. Okay. are. So now we're able to do some things again. Thank God. I'm gonna spy one more time. Because we need a grain, 3 timber, an iron, and 2 gold. We have enough to build the castle. We just need enough political willpower to do it. Partial castle. Completion 0% still. Recruit at the same time. We can. Let's recruit some extra archers. Alright, let's attack Maine. Maine's had it too good for too long. Look at this thrilling gameplay. Where are you going? You're right there. The guy in front of you. Alright, more territory. Probably getting spread a little thin. Ballista. Yeah, let's get a ballista going. I want to try and attack from Valois. See what we can get from there. I would definitely spend a lot of time in this game. This game is pretty rad. Like, it's kind of slow, but it's one of those slow games where, like I said, you always have something to juggle. And I'm sure as it gets, like, more and more territory going... Oh, no. What now with the church? Majesty, the spy you sent to Valois was successful. There we go. Okay, they have 5 territories and an army 6 units strong. Okay, so we've got more of an army than they do. And there's all their territories. Good, good. Let's build our castle. There we go. Now that we have the administration for it. I'm definitely gonna need to go to a lot more gold soon. So I'd like to take this spot, actually. After about a month of reports of your administrator filing volumes of paperwork on the matter of the chapel, you realize this process is having a negative impact on your ability to run the kingdom. No, the Pope demands it. Can't say no to the Pope. King Baby has made it clear that we've got to tell him all about this building. I'd really like to take that gold territory first. I think once we have the ballista and the archers, I can go for it. I want to see at least. Scout complete. How's our castle looking? 12%? Oh, nice! Yeah, now we get all the little guys. The last one went a lot more in depth as to, like, the types of workers you needed and such for your castle. I think that I prefer this. It's a little more interesting. It's definitely different. If I should police realm with the one. I'll just wait. You didn't expect it to be so 3D looking? Yeah, Castles 1 is very similar. Very, very similar in look that way. They're about a year apart, so... And like, for 91, it's a lot of fun. They're really good little, animations for sure. The Marsh. Oh no, the Pope. Okay, do not fuck with the Pope. Gotcha. I kind of feel like I need to take this territory first, though, so we get a buffer around our castle. I don't know. Or do fuck with the Pope. No! If you do not have a positive relationship with the Pope, you cannot win the game. And if you actually attack the Pope, generally what you have to do afterwards is start ceding him territory. The Pope is the only one who can declare somebody king. So the win condition, ultimately, is, like, have a good enough relationship with the Pope for him to name you king, and have a score high enough, which it said is about 7,000. Ooh, and that has a castle. Okay. So we've got better relations with him. Unfortunately, we cannot found the Church of England as a different condition. No. Would be nice. This ballista to finish. Alright, maybe I'm just gonna use our one. I should have probably done that earlier. Okay, so if we need to cancel Police the Realm, so that we can get an attack on that iron faction, like this iron area here. Amiens. Do that. Should also probably take this one since it's neutral soon. I should have gotten that earlier. But they feel ripe for the taking. Look at their castles so far back. We don't even have to bother fighting it for a while. Castle's getting close to being done, too. That'll be nice. Oh, and it shows how built it is. So this castle's almost built. They have done very little on it, so they seem pretty weak. Ripe for the taking. An emissary from the Pope comes with a diplomatic mission. Oh no. The Pope came to shake us down and didn't have any cash for him. Uh-oh. Minor inconvenience. Let's... Can't spy. Okay. Thank you for greeting us, your lordship. I'm aware our relations could be better. A gift of 3 gold would demonstrate your goodwill. I don't want to have terrible relationship with them, because they've got this castle right here that's really well placed. Like, it's bordering so many territories. But I do not have enough money. Man, getting enough money is rough. Everyone's shaking us down. We could probably sell some stuff, but we're not, like, super high on any of the different commodities yet. Castle's almost built. Then we can start really gathering again, at least. Oh my god, Pope, please. Every month, the Pope just coming here and being like, hey, you got 3 gold? It takes us, like, 4 times that long to get 3 gold. Oh god, all that's required is a response from the Pope. Finally. We got a little more administrative power, so we can at least try and get some gold going. Who's the Pope? Tommy Tallarico? Tommy needs money! Just endless. Castle complete. Let's only send 2 for that. Because I want to focus more on refining gold. I'll definitely want to take this one afterwards, because if we can put a castle here also. Well, they seem to outnumber them, which is good. Okay, they're running away. Honestly, let's just turn the battle options off. They're not that interesting. The Barons of Amiens have sworn allegiance to you. Pope is angered by my attack. Oh, come on. Dang. Try and take this gold. Need it real bad. So how is my relationship with the Pope doing then? Down to 4. Oof. We started at 6, so that's not great. Would you rather give us 3? I would rather give you 3, but I also have 0. I'm not very popular, no. Dang. Oh, more Pope time, huh? Alright. Feels like you gotta be really careful to not get cut off by the Pope entirely and not be able to, like, expand anymore. I guess at that point, maybe your score is just, like, get more, commodities, build up an army, try and build some big castles. I'm not sure exactly what you do at that time. Uh-oh. Time to pay them. Last time we just had to give them food. Okay, refined gold complete. Let's get more gold. This is our next spot to build a castle for sure. Sorry, this one, I mean. And it even had a bit of a castle there. Sick. Oh, shit. That's a big-ass castle. Pope is mad at us again. Alright, that's okay. Oh, we really need to rebuild our army, though. Okay, now is the time to stop expanding and start just solidifying. Let's black market. Trade my food for gold. Okay. Having 2 spots for gold doesn't seem to help with that. Let's go gather more food again. Courier comes, wearing the livery of the Pope. Oh, the message is a cordial one penned by the Cardinal who's been your friend since you were a boy. He thanks you for straightening out the matter of the chapel and calls you a dutiful son of the church. Oh, thank God. Okay. Does that improve my... It did not improve anything. At least I didn't get fined again. Stop fining me, Pope. Oh, I'm refining more gold at a time, though, because I have more territory. Nice, okay. Pay them. That's cool. Yeah, if Music Loop is really just... like... It's not a banger, per se, but it's just so nice and, like... I want to say, like, inoffensive, but, like, non-intrusive, but a good background for what you're doing, and just how much, like, everything is very monotonous, but in a good way, right? Like, you're constantly just doing the same loop of things. seems easy to really lose time in this thing, for sure. The mellow's broken by the damn Pope. Yeah, fuck the Pope. I mean, I love him. Let's give him some more money. Can't wait. Okay, so if we have one food area... I was kind of curious. This is going to do what I think it does. Yeah, it goes up by 1. So I think that it's determined by the number of areas we have. So I think we're gonna get, we should get 2 gold in order to refine here. And we got more administration. Nice. Wow, they've really expanded. Happiness is at 5, alright. Gold. Yeah, we got another 2. Next, I'm gonna want to attack here, I think. Accept. There you go. Enjoy, Pope. Well, he likes us a little more. That's good. That's good. They do have a good for the Pope. Like, you know that shit's bad every time. Ooh, Burgundy. We haven't seen Burgundy yet. They've split, Anyos? Is that who it was? Valois. No, Anyos is blue, right? I really want, like, this position. But also, that's not gonna be easy. Supplies here. Alright, one more time. I only got 1 iron? Oh no, I had to spend 1 to get more people, I think. Go 2 and really focus on refining gold again. Put 4 into that. Man, wow, Red only had a few territories originally. They really expanded fast, even while I was attacking them. Holy shit. Dang. Your Majesty, on my way into the meeting today, I heard some disturbing news that you should know. Apparently, the nearby village of Clisseau is suffering from an outbreak of fever. The fever seems to be growing, and people are not recovering as quickly as they normally would. Alright, let's have the royal physician investigate. Hey, it's shakedown time. I accept. God, how do you get enough gold to appease this man? Holy shit. I call the council again? You can call a council and see how well you're doing and if they have like a tip for you. Kinda feel like we need one. I feel like we've done enough of this game too that I could probably rate it, but this has just been a blast. This is a lot of fun. That's definitely a game that's easy to lose time into. Oof, yeah, we've lost a lot of time. I was angered by my attack. Yeah, because literally attacked the blue. They had that territory because I hadn't scouted it in a while. How's my army looking? We did lose quite a bit. Anything to recruit more with. In spite of your treacherous nature, we want to give you a chance to show us goodwill. Kill him. Alright, let him go. You're wise to let him go and tell everyone that you can master your feelings. Yeah, that's what we did. Oh, it costs 5 military to do that. Okay. At minimum. Gotcha. Let's gather more gold. We need to recruit some more infantry. God, that gold just goes down so fast. Fine. I will give you 1 gold. I have no options. Dang Pope. I tell ya. Alright, the royal physician, Dr. Pillard, transfers a visit with fever-inflicted village. People are afflicted with a mysterious fever. Many of them have been sick for more than 1 week. Only one has died, an old man who is already not well. It suggests that you pass guards to warn travelers away from the village and prevent villagers from going to town. And then see what occurs next. Alright, monitor it close. Plagues are no fun. Let's trade some food for gold. Let's not grovel. We could grovel to the Pope, maybe. Majesty, a saboteur has visited us. Poisoned some of our infantry. Ugh. Dang. That's where we need to be policing the realm. That'll help stop saboteurs. We don't have a lot of an army right now, honestly. Unable to make a deal. food for gold. Remember when you had gold? No! Because I just got some, and I don't remember it anymore because the Pope came. What a dick. In a lot of ways, I don't need to conquer everything, though. I just need to have enough territory to have a good score. Uh-oh. I'm guessing that's us being attacked. Yeah. Army of Burgundy? I didn't have bad... Oh, man. Dang. I'm definitely gonna need to take that back soon. We had a decent relationship with Burgundy for a minute. Pope loves us, at least. Dang. I haven't seen this in a while. Let's just go ahead and scout again. Well, this is very unfortunate. Destroyed some of our grain. Alright. Yeah, I should probably finish this off, but it's been so good. This one's been very fun. It is my style of game. I do wish that you could increase the speed a bit. There was the option to do that in the first game, and there's not here, which is pretty unfortunate. Your Majesty, I'm convinced that something must be done about this village. This fever does not seem very deadly. Only 2 people have died of it, and both are already frail. After the residents recover, however, they are afflicted once again. As people regain their health, perhaps we should remove them from the village. Temporary city. Let's not just intermingle them in the population, I think. A little bit of metagaming knowledge there, we'll say. Somehow that seems like a poor plan. That's Valois, that's the red. We don't care about them. They're not gonna be a problem. They're not the ones I'm worried about. I would like to see how Burgundy's doing. I'm a touch annoyed about them. You wouldn't expect a game looking like this to have music sound like this. Really? I'm curious as to what you think the music should sound like, because I feel like this is exactly what I would expect. Let's hope our spy turns out okay this time. Mere 4 gold. How about 3? No. How about 0? Says that Burgundy doesn't own the land anymore. So Burgundy doesn't own this, and Maine is now under their control. What the hell? So who got this? Did they give it to the Pope, maybe? Oh man, if they gave this to the Pope, I'm gonna be very upset. Hold up. I will be very cross if they gave this to the Pope. God, you could probably make like a wall of just Pope lands that nobody can go through. I suppose like at that point you just have to. The no Popelands. I don't have much of an army, honestly. Fuck it. Yeah, we need this to end eventually, right? Oh, Valois took it. Huh. Interesting. Send a spy, which does cost us money, unfortunately. You can't give land to the Pope who already owns an adjacent land. Oh, that would make sense, sure. So you can't just set up a Pope line. My strategy's already foiled. Your nobles feel your actions are appropriate. You learn valued lessons about the administration of your kingdom. Our happiness sucks. Great. We've got a castle big enough to stop any fucking peasant uprisings, at least. You attacked me. Get out of here. Alright, everyone get me gold. Goddamn. That's all we need. It turns out gold is everything. Oh no. Sire! Our spy is successful. 7 territories and an army 4 units strong. Very happy people. I see. 4 units strong is not much. Unfortunately, we're already attacking here, and I do need to take this too. I'll just wait. I don't want to use all my gold on spies right now. I really need to take this spot so we can build this castle up. That'd be a great spot for us to have it. And we now actually have enough money to do it, too. It's pretty great, though. I wonder what, like, the other factions... I guess you just start on, like, different parts of the same map? That side of things could be a little bit awkward. I should probably save this and check that out and just see what, like, a different start would look like. And you can, like, do things like turn off the plots so you don't get, like, all of these various events that are happening, but that just seems like... Why? You don't want to strip it down that much. I wouldn't want to strip it down that much anyways. That seems like a... like, real medium option to put in here. And right after we police the realm, too. We'll check out this attack, and then we'll go ahead and look at some other options that we can have here. Ooh. Alright. Got a little more military power. Only gold. Refuse. No. Perhaps you prefer soldiers to diplomats. This looks like strategy. It sure is. Ready to attack the Armandy of Burgundy. The Pope is angered by our attack. That's alright, he can stay angry. We'll just give him some more gold. Happy New Year! It's 1314. Alright, we're gonna save. And then, like... Okay, that will actually close the entire thing. Dang. Because I wanted to see what it would look like to have starts from the other factions. And unfortunately, this game takes a little bit of booting to do. Because I just want to know, like, what the replayability of that is then. Because if there's not, honestly, more than what we've really seen so far, and it's just doing that over and over on the same map, because it is just that map. I think that, like, some of the commodities are randomized, stuff like that, but at a certain point, I do have to, as much as I enjoyed this part of things, I've got to think, like, okay, but how often would you really play this and replay it if there's just the one map that you're doing it with? The answer is, yeah, like, you're not really changing all too much with different factions and such. And I think that I'm pretty sure it would just be that you start in a different, like, quadrant of the map, depending on which faction you choose. But I wanted to triple check that before I go ahead and rate it. I'm going to start looking, though, at least, and thinking about it. Because this was cool. I very much enjoyed this. And while I'm getting that set up on the other side, I can at least look at this list and decide where we might think about putting it. Here was our first castles. And at first I was willing to say this is a lot better than Castles 1. Even though I liked Castles 1. Just because it felt like it went more in depth on some more of the, like, strategy kind of things. But also if it's just the one map, and you're just doing that, you don't have to, like, balance out any of your workers. It's not about building the castles almost at all anymore, which is fine. But I don't know the depth has really gotten, like, I was thinking this one was had a lot more depth to it, but the more that I look at it, I'm like, it kind of just, like, ends up shifting where the depth is, right? Like, you're just doing different things. You're not really doing more intense things. It's just a change. I think that I like the change that it did, because the other one is a lot more fiddly with numbers in a way that's not, like, as interesting as the actual territory map is. Because you're really just, like, balancing ledger books. Essentially of like, oh, I need this many diggers, and I need this many people to cart the stone for my castle, and I need this many people to do cooking, and all that kind of stuff, which is interesting in its own way, but maybe not as much to me specifically. So I still think it's better, but I was gonna say like, oh, it's a lot better, and now I'm like, it loses a little bit of the charm from the first. Yes, yeah. I tended to like the storylines of the first one instead. It doesn't have a mode, like the first one had a whimsy mode too, where you could do a lot of like fairies and ogres and different things like that would be attacking your castle, and you'd have to parlay with them, which is fun. This one doesn't have that. This one's just, you know, very straightforward historical stuff, which is fine. But it was neat to have all of that in there. And in, like, the first one, there were the fun plot lines of things like, you had your son, who was just a dipshit. Just an absolute moron. Going out and, like, getting drunk, and you're having to, like, constantly rein him in and figure out how to, like, appease everybody that he's pissing off. You had fun little storylines like that. Maybe we just didn't get into enough of them for this one. But, like, this one was like, oh, there's a village that's sick. Like, that's fun, but it's not the dipshit Henry that we had in the first game, which was really good. Every time that I did a story in the first game, it was a lot more, it was better written and a lot more interesting to kind of try and solve. There was a lot more options to do. This one just feels like, do you want to pay the money? Yes, no. That's not as interesting for sure. Yeah, there's no cavorting. Hardly any cavorting in the slightest. God, I still love that. King Charles is dead. Okay, so let's just say... Let's go with somebody that we didn't see, Aragon. And it's not like we have other options, it's just random, balanced. Yeah. Same map, different spot. Alright, well, let's think about that then. I'm not sure that Castles 2 is a lot better than Castles 1 then. The coolest feature for you is designing different castles and saving them. And Castles 1 also had a lot more options for doing that too, because you could put like murder holes in it or windows for archers to shoot out of. There's a lot less castles in Castles 2. Yeah, This is disappointing, but you know, as much as I enjoyed playing it just now, I'm gonna have to lower it down. I don't think it's as good as Castles 1. I think Castles 1 was a more interesting game. It was doing things that were very different, and it feels like what it was doing was more in depth. Even though this one has more... Castles 1 had a little bit of a lack of focus in a way, and that it was like, well, you're just building this castle, and then occasionally things attack you at random, which felt strange. But at least, like, all of that management and everything, and all the little plot lines that happened felt really fun and interesting and very in-depth, and this one just feels like it wouldn't have the same replayability in a way. Building a castle doesn't feel useful in this in the same way. The placement of your troops doesn't really matter when it's just on an open field, whereas it really mattered when you were putting them in the castle. Building moats and stuff was interesting and fun, and this one, I don't know, it's just not quite there. You're not micromanaging the actual castle, which is, you'd think, the point of castles. Better than Lemmings? I don't know that it is. I think it might still be better than Blood for me. Because Blood's really interesting. It seemed really cool, but also stupid fucking hard to deal with. I don't know though. I mean, man, this game seems like I would, like, once I finish one campaign, you just be done. Like, I don't feel like there's a lot of replayability to this at all, which for this style of game is a big, like, mark against it. And I guess you can randomize the commodities, but that just doesn't feel like anywhere near enough. We've had a couple of sequels that have been disappointing. Are we going down to Duke Nukem 2? We might be. Duke Nukem 1, fantastic. Duke Nukem 2, good. I kind of feel the same way about Castles, too. We're kind of feeling the same effect here. That a lot of the choices they made, I like the idea of what they had. Like, I like the idea of doing the territory expansion, because that's what Castles 1 needed, was some more focus on why you're building the castle in a way. And, like, some meta stuff like that, but it just strips away everything else about it. It doesn't add that extra layer. It takes everything else away in doing so, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, I think I'd rather play Duke Nukem 2. think I'd rather play Scorched Earth. I don't think I'd rather play Network Q Rack Rally Championship. That's a cool racing game. But I do still like this game a lot. Well, a top 25 game. Castles 2. Siege and Conquest. A really nice game. Not Castles 1. Not quite there. I'm really surprised by that, because I was expecting this to just be fantastic. I was like, when I saw a little bit of it, and I saw like the start of the gameplay and like the tactical map, I'm like, that's exactly what I wanted out of Castles 1. I needed just like a little bit of an extra. And it did that, but took away everything else that was fun. Unfortunate. But we got another top 10 game today. Might and Magic World of Xeen. Put in some castles. Didn't have anything too terrible. I mean, Zorro is a pile of shit, but it's not, not anywhere near the real dog shit of this. It's a bad game. It's a really bad game. Maybe eventually, one day, I'll look at Prince of Persia and we'll see how bad Zorro is as a clone. But for now, I'm gonna head off. Thank you all for being here. This is a wonderful episode, DOSciding a bunch of games. Maybe one day we'll find something that'll dethrone All Dogs Go to Heaven. Or maybe even Doom. Alright. I'm gonna send you over to somebody else, though. And so don't go away. I'll be back tomorrow doing some stuff.